I wanted to represent, so I'm going to do this just for the intro of this. First tee going on here. I'm putting that back on, I promise you. So I'm Matt O'Donnell, 6ABC, morning guy, all that kind of stuff. Golf story. I know you guys are dying to find out how I started playing golf, so I'm going to tell you, all right? You twisted my arm. I was a baseball player when I was young. I wanted to be Mike Schmidt, Tug McGraw, all those guys, and I couldn't do anything they could do. In fact, I couldn't do anything an average baseball player could do. And once they started throwing curveballs, I couldn't even stay in the box. So I started playing soccer, and it was a little easier because the ball was bigger, went slower, but I was an average defender, and I could maybe run so-and-so, and I scored one goal by accident. So I moved on from there too, and played golf beginning at the age of 10. My dad told me to hit it as hard as you can and then go find it, hit it again. And so I started doing that. But then I realized that golf is an awesome sport because it's the opposite of everything. And I, as a child, wanted to do the opposite of everything. You hit the ball down, it goes up. You hit the ball right, it goes left. The lowest score wins. You swing easy, it goes further. You swing harder, it goes shorter. The left arm dominates in the right swing. I can go on, in fact. It is bad to directly aim at the target. The more you aim away from the target, the more likely you're going to hit it. The lowest numbered clubs go the longest. You call penalties on yourself, and the leaders of a tournament go last. Like, how opposite can you get? I grew to love the game, and now more than ever, it's a place that it might prevent me from assaulting people, but that's a whole other thing. It's a game that brings you outside. It's a game that brings you into nature. It's a game that brings you around people. It's a game that takes you away from screens. It's a game that forms community, it forms friendships, it forms bonds. And if you are lucky enough, it is a game that is going to end up being more challenging than the job that you have to actually make money, which I'm almost there at this point. So that's why I love the game. The problem with the game, and all of you know this, and that's why you're here, is this. The game is expensive, and it takes a long time. And not many people have those two things. And that's why the First Tee is here. It's trying to grow the game amongst people who need a little bit of help. And so that's why I got involved with this. Mike Quick invited me to his golf tournament one year at the Union League, and that's where I got the shirt. And I was hooked. So First Tee, great stuff. Thank you all for doing what you do to help bring that into, where is it, that? Isn't it look great? It's going to look fantastic. So, you met Nella. By the way, I asked her, I'm a little nervous here. What should I do? She said, just calm down. Nella has a sister named Amalia, and she is going to join me right now to tell me why she loves the First Tee. So everyone, Amalia.
Hello.
There she is. Go ahead.
Oh.
Why do you love the First Tee, Amalia?
I love everything about the First Tee. The coaches, the game of golf, the classes, all the opportunities, and I want to be a game changer.
Thank you, Amalia. Many of these people need no introduction for you, but we will do it anyway to fill some time. I would like to introduce Bill Hyman, who is the CEO of First Tee Greater Philadelphia. Now, when Bill joined First Tee 9 years ago, the First Tee was only serving 10,000 students, and Walnut Lane Golf Club, where we are right now, by the way, is an excellent golf club. Such a great course, 9 holes, but every shot, you got to use out of your bag. Walnut Lane was the only golf course associated with the First Tee, with 12,000 rounds played annually. But because of Bill and his leadership today, First Tee reaches a total of 45,000 students at 23 program locations and now manages 2 golf courses, the other being Walnut in Northeast Philadelphia. Each course hosts 40,000 rounds annually for the benefit of all First Tee students who play for free, which is awesome. So we want to thank Bill for your leadership and vision. And now, Bill, you have the floor.
Thank you, Matt. And Matt, thanks for being such a close partner of the First Tee. And Nella, thank you for joining us and for being an outstanding First Tee student. You will see, with the help of First Tee, Nella is a dynamic and self-assured young lady. Nella was the MC of our 2023 Leaders and Achievers Gala, and she received 2 job offers that night. I am sure you can all see why. Special welcomes and invites to some of our distinguished guests. We have Councilman Jones's office here, Josh Cohen, Chief of Staff, Bob Allen, Director of Property Management from the City of Philadelphia. Bob's a great partner of our team. Joe Horan, our visionary architect from Kimmel Beaugret. Joe designed the John F. Byrne renovation and also what we're looking at today and talking about today. We have Gary Heinrichs and the PJ Dick construction team here. They're doing a fabulous job for us. We're so excited for the work that they're doing and the timelines that they're holding up. We have Mark Peterson, the Executive Director of the Golf Association of Philadelphia, and the President, Ken Phillips. We also have Jeff Surratt, Executive Director, the PGA section of Philadelphia, and the team. We also have Enrique Hervada from the Cobbs Creek Foundation. We have Officer Bill Schneider, the Police Athletic League Officer of the Year. We have Sean Palmer from our phenomenal partners at the Union League of Philadelphia. And Chris Kallmeyer and our friends at Golf Genius. And also the backbone of our organization, 2 boards that are incredibly important to us. We have our First Tee Advisory Board and our Board of Directors. If I could just ask those individuals to stand to be recognized. So important to us for all that they do. We could not be more excited to transform what we bragged about as being perhaps one of the most unsightly golf clubhouses in the country. And at the time, we also maintained one of the poorest conditioned golf courses around. Today, we take incredible pride in building a state-of-the-art facility which will exhibit learning, safety, the spirit of community amongst our students and local golfers. When I joined the team almost 10 years ago, I never envisioned this new facility in my wildest dreams. After I was hired, my first task was to merely ensure that the Walnut Lane Golf Club did not bankrupt First Tee. In partnership with the city, we have exceeded all expectations and turned this entire property into a true learning center for thousands of kids and golfers to benefit. This partnership would not be successful without the tremendous support from the city team of Bob Allen and Steve Detill. So Bob, thank you very much for your help. The Course of Success helped make First Tee classes free for our students and also provides access and affordable golf for our local community. Now, First Tee embraces a close partnership with the Police Athletic League, where we run a summer program called Kids on the Hill. Now in our 6th year, we host an 8-week camp, always with 2 weeks here at Walnut Lane, for 100 PAL kids who have fun, build new friendships, learn life skills through the game of golf in our safe place. There is a unique commonality First Tee now shares with PAL and the city, and that's with the new Commissioner of Parks and Recreation, who is Susan Slauson. Commissioner Slauson recently joined from PAL to the city of Philadelphia, and she was a retired lieutenant in the police department. She's been a management consultant and executive coach. Thank you, Commissioner Slauson. for joining us and making a difference in the lives of thousands of Philadelphia youth. We are most grateful for your leadership.
Kind words. I took my shawl off. I figured if you could sit up here without a coat on, I could come up here without my shawl on. So I'm gonna be a big girl too. And I want to say to all of you and to Matt O'Donnell, Matt and I go back decades. When I was the public information officer for the Police Athletic League, Chip Brown, the Brown brothers in here. It's just so wonderful to come here today and see so many people that I have such history with. I heard Bill Snyder's name mentioned. Where is he? I don't see him. And so I have talking points and I'm going to get to them. But I want to just talk for a second. One, I want to acknowledge Bob. Bob Allen, stand up for a second, please. Yeah. So could we give him a round of applause? It is critical to what we do to have the right people in the right places working with our partners. And Bob has been working with First Tee and the concession here. So I want to thank him because this is what's been making this partnership wonderful. I stand here as Parks and Rec Commissioner, but I also stand here because First Tee has been a foundational piece for the Police Athletic League and for Parks and Recreation. What they've done for the young people for the city of Philadelphia is second to none. They have been amazing with offering opportunities for young people that could not afford to golf, young people that could not come and spend time in a, you look at it and think it needs a whole lot of work, but when what you're used to looking to is only cement, this is beautiful. And so I'm grateful for what you've done and what you're planning to do. Now I'm going to get to my notes. I'm not going to be before you long because we're here really to celebrate. And I'm thrilled to be here for the groundbreaking of the outdoor classroom, celebrating another investment in increasing recreational opportunities for our young people. The outdoor classroom will be an innovative space created by First Tee Greater Philadelphia where students will do more than just learn how to golf. That's what this is about. It's not just about the sport of golf, and this is wonderful, but there's so much more that comes with this. They will have access to healthy meals, an engaging educational curriculum, and state-of-the-art technology. The outdoor classroom will provide these students with opportunities to build character and develop leadership skills. They will have a safe and clean space to spend time, do homework, and socialize with their peers. Does that sound like what the mayor's been pushing? Green, safe. That's what we're talking about here. Opportunities that can change the lives of our young people. And this partnership also represents the oneness that we're talking about for the city of Philadelphia. This is called oneness because we're serving the entire city. Those people that couldn't normally come up here and hang out and have fun, you all have made a way for them to be able to participate in this program. That is what high quality recreational programming does. It changes lives, especially for underserved communities who historically have not had access to sports like golf. We are exposing kids and teens to new opportunities to expand their horizons, experience new things, and discover new skill sets through programs like Outdoor Classroom. All youth in Philadelphia deserve these opportunities to grow through play. It just can't be for one kind of kid. We are One Philadelphia, and the Outdoor Classroom is Parks and Recreation's newest effort to make more children feel welcome and included in our public spaces. I'd like to thank First Tee for all their hard work on the Outdoor Classroom and for bringing this concept to Walnut Lane Golf Club. Thank you, Bill, for taking on the task of transforming this clubhouse into an innovative space and for everything else you've done to make the golf club such a success. We so appreciate this partnership, and I'd also like to thank all of you that have been supporting First Tee. because it doesn't happen with just one person. All of you that have been supporting First Tee all these years to make this happen, I want to say thank you and continue to keep up the work, not just for those that'll come here, like my husband is a golfer. I'm not. For the adults, but those young people who you will change their lives because of what you're doing here today. Thank you. And Matt, great seeing you.
Sis Lawson, we've known each other for 3 decades. I met her the first day I was on the job at Channel 6. She was the first person who was helpful in city government, and I quickly learned that everyone is like Sus Lawson. We're very lucky to have her. Kids on the Hill, one of those extraordinary programs. Thank you to all the PAL officers here today for helping our youth stay focused on their healthy and safe life paths. And a little bit of facts and figures. I'm just the facts kind of guy, so I want to give you some ROI, as they say in the real estate industry, on what we are producing here with the First Tee. First Tee will launch a comprehensive out-of-school program called Hitting and Homework for 100 students. This program will offer youth a safe place to learn while providing healthy meals and snacks, also prevent the summer slide in learning, which we've seen so much with the pandemic and post-pandemic. Students will continue their learning through the summer months through our Educational Leadership Academy. Also, First Tee will add 700 students to the Life Skills Weekly Golf Program, which is the heart and soul of its mission. That sounds like fun. I might do it too. 1,500 more youth from schools and organizations will be coming to Walnut Lane here to have fun in a safe place with healthy snacks. 25 more caddies will be added to our Caddy Academy, bringing the total to 75 First Tee trained caddies at 13 golf clubs in the area. In 2023, we had 50 First Tee caddies who did 40,000 loops and earned a total of $40,000. Please ask for them at your golf club. Caddying was the first job I ever had. It was great. I learned a lot. Learned a lot of language, by the way, at Whitford Hills Country Club. It was a great way to start out and learn how to earn a living. And as you can see, First Tee is a significant asset for the Philadelphia community. So thanks to each and every one of you present today for your support in making a difference in the lives of 45,000 First Tee children, such as my partner here, Nella. I'll hold it for you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. O'Donnell. I completely agree. Without First Tee Greater Philadelphia, I don't know where I'd be today. First Tee has helped me in so many ways. Let's see. I'm learning golf, core values such as responsibility, and how to be a leader on and off the golf course. And now, I get to introduce one of my First Tee friends and girls golf buddies, Caitlin Plover, who is 16 years old and has been with our program for 10 years. At our 2017 Gal, Caitlin was only 11 years old and spoke out about her dream of starting a girls' fashion show and golf outing, which is now in its 5th year and has raised over $100,000 for our girls' golf program. Today, Caitlin is our CEO of our Tea Time fashion show and golf event, and she was recently named Caddy of the Year. Let's hear it for Caitlin.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to be here. Oh, it's very windy, so I'm just gonna do my speech over here. Anyway, good morning, everyone. It is an honor to be here speaking with you this morning at Walnut Lane's groundbreaking ceremony. This course holds a lot of memories for me, 10 years worth, so it's exciting to see all of the changes coming not just to Walnut Lane, but to the First Tee of Greater Philadelphia community. I've been with the First Tee for 10 years now, and throughout that tenure, I have found myself really shaped by this program and all of the opportunities that have arisen from my time here. Through the First Tee, I've attended 2 national opportunities where I met some amazing fellow participants and continued to hone my leadership skills. I represented the Greater Philadelphia chapter at the 2022 Game Changers Academy, and then this summer, I had the honor to travel to Atlanta for the inaugural First Tee and PGA Tour Superstore Leadership Academy. But it doesn't end there. Just this past week, I got to experience a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, all thanks to the First Tee, a chance to visit the Masters. Walking the grounds of Augusta National, a place so rich and storied in golf history, for the Monday practice round was truly unforgettable. Last year, I attended the First Tee Girls Caddy Academy, and in the spring of 2023, I started caddying at White Marsh Valley Country Club in Lafayette Hill. I love it. It's not an easy job, but the hustle is worth it. I always come home from every loop with a story to tell, which would have to be my favorite part of the job. At the end of the day, the people you meet and the subsequent stories you get to tell are the best part about being a caddy. Sorry. I owe a lot to the First Tee, as without them, what I think of as my greatest achievement, the girls' golf tea time tournament and fashion show, wouldn't be possible. What started as a small idea has now grown into a full fundraiser, now in its 5th year. I never anticipated the impact that tea time would have, but I am so glad that I've been able to share the event with the community, and through it, continue supporting Greater Philadelphia's girls' golf program. Of course, all of this would not be possible without you all. We wouldn't be here today celebrating the current renovation of Walnut Lane without you. Because of your support, the First Tee is able to continue their mission of shaping young people's lives through golf. And as a participant, that means so much to me that you see so much promise in this program. Thank you for coming and have a wonderful morning.
Gentlemen, the Surfside is here. It's not for this. I have the honor of introducing someone very special to the First Tee. Dr. Naomi Johnson Booker has been an esteemed member of the First Tee Board of Directors for 8 years. Dr. Booker has built an entire career transforming failing schools into successful learning institutions. She is a public education innovator as the CEO of the Global Leadership Academy, which is a K-8 school for Philadelphia's most financially challenged zip codes. First Tee has had a long-standing partnership with GLA and teaches GLA students the First Tee curriculum in their gym class, plus they come to Walnut Lane for classes and field trips. Dr. Booker is also going to open a high school at the former Cristo Rey location in North Philadelphia. Dr. Booker joins us right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's not that I need a shawl. I really do need my fur coat up here because it is cold. Down there, you got a little wood around you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is my pleasure to be here today. I just came back from a civil rights tour in the South. We started in Memphis and went to Alabama, and then I left them in Montgomery for them to go on to Atlanta to be here with you today. This is such an important part for me. While I was sitting in the chair, I was thinking of all the ways back that I've been involved with First Tee, and my first time to go to a conference early on with one of the members of the board just to see what it was about. And we went to Texas, and you know, when I saw what really First Tee was about, I knew that I needed to be a part of it, because it wasn't just about the game of golf. And they were giving scholarships to young people to go to school, but it was more than just golf. It was a sport that was being used to raise young people up. A new chapter is being written today, one that reaches well behind the construction of a new facility. To us, golf is more than a sport. It is a way to bridge to life's greatest lessons. As we break ground on this new building, we envision it as a facility in which children learn the game of golf, and more importantly, the game of life. This is because as we symbolically break ground, we are in reality planting new seeds of tomorrow's dreams in the fertile soil of opportunity and aspiration. Along with every swing, every putt, and every round that will be played here, our young people will learn the enduring lessons of life, honesty, integrity, and the spirit of perseverance. Those lessons will guide them to take the right paths, make the right decisions, no matter what the situation is. And so it is with immense pride that I stand here today before you, because this groundbreaking will be what will become First Tee of Philadelphia, Greater Philadelphia's newest educational facility. Today's event goes well beyond this ceremony. It represents a significant stride in our ongoing work towards enriching the lives of Philadelphia's young people, especially our Black, brown, and low-income children. For more than a decade, GLA, Global Leadership Academy Charter Schools, have collaboratively worked together with First Tee, an organization dedicated to integrating the game of golf with essential life skills and character building. I myself had a major health situation in 2009 where I had a brain aneurysm. My son sent me afterwards a set of golf clubs. With those clubs, I thought this was the saddest, sorriest game in the world. Why? He said, because I was in a very stressful work environment, and he needed me to go somewhere where I could be left alone with the birds and the bees. Well, I am addicted. I really am. The first thing I did was buy good, nice, pretty clothes. But, you know, you have to look the part if you're going to be out here. Every Friday during the school year, though, I then started introducing my children to it at GLA, who the only thing they know is basketball and football. And I like to provide opportunities and exposure for my young people so that they will see that the world is not just about their 10-block radius that they live in. And so through this connection that we had, they learned the values of integrity, respect, and perseverance, the very jewels of the month at GLA, which represent that core value, which we reinforce and emphasize together, First Tee and GLA. We could not have asked for a more compatible partner whose values are more aligned with ours. From that began for us to have an outing where we could bring the game of golf to not only my children, but my parents and my staff. And so together, this new center will now serve as a premier golf facility that will further embody those tenets. The impact of this new site extends beyond the green and extends beyond just membership. It is set to illuminate and elevate the surrounding community, similar to the transformation GLA did in West Philadelphia. The school is located at 4600 Girard Avenue, and if you know that area, Lancaster Avenue, and what it was at the time, the school has changed that neighborhood. That's what's going to happen here. What will happen here is this will also help the people in the neighborhood be very proud of a place located near them and may increase their housing values as well. So to that end, this groundbreaking underscores our deep commitment to the future of so many children throughout Philadelphia. It showcases the endearing values we strive to instill in each participant, along with the skills that make golf the great activity so many of us have come to cherish. I want to thank and acknowledge the invaluable support of our donors, of our board members, both, community partners, and everyone involved in bringing First Tee here and to Philadelphia. As I walked through a museum in Memphis, Montgomery, we were in all kinds, but in Montgomery, there was a message on the wall that really has always stuck with me. Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. That is what we want to teach our young people as well as ourselves. First Tee of Greater Philadelphia is the change. We see it each and every day. We see these game changers. We're creating them together. For us, their lives are in our hands, and they are the young people who will change the world. Thank you so much.
It happens to the worst of us, doesn't it? Also, thank you for leaving your school civil rights tour early to be with us today. We appreciate everything that you've done for us and everything you will do for us in the future. Now for the life of the party. Michael Brown, president of First Tee, Greater Philadelphia. You know him. If you don't know him, he probably still knows you. Michael has made a significant difference at First Tee, Greater Philadelphia. He's been on the Board of Trustees for 7 years, and in 2018 became the president of the board. Since then, under his leadership, the organization was recently rated as the #1 in the entire 155 First Tee National Chapter Network. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Brown.
I'm a little taller, so I'm going to go bigger. First I'd like to say thanks to everybody for coming out. Bill was in charge of the weather. It's a little cold, a little damp, so that's all his fault. It's an exciting time for me to be here today, having grown up right here on Magdalena Street, where my early days were spent sneaking on the golf course. As I stand here and see the construction taking place behind us, the possibilities are endless on how many lives we were able to impact, just like I was impacted 48 years ago. When I was a kid, there was no program like First Tee. However, Walnut Lane provided a place for me to experience my first real job. I pushed a lawnmower around this place. I made $2.35 an hour, and the guy taught me the most valuable lesson I ever learned. I said, "Hey, Mr. Seal, I'd like to try and qualify for the PGA National Junior." And he said, "If you do that, what happens?" I said, "Well, the next week I get to go to Callaway Gardens, Georgia, where I think I could compete." He said, "Well, you need to make a decision. Are you going to continue to cut grass, or are you going to go try and qualify? Because if you go try to qualify, don't come back." And that's a life lesson that I learned right here at Walnut Lane. Some people think I just play golf. I did work at one point in my life. So. There were some old guys around when I was growing up, and they all had nicknames like Midge and Squash, Frankie the Mailman, Frankie the Bus Driver, who were all willing to take me under the wing and allow me to play golf with them. I could not afford to play, and the old guys would let me sneak on and play at the second hole because you couldn't start here because this is where the clubhouse was, and you had to pay right there. So I joined them at the second hole, and I'd play the sixth hole, which ended over there. They may have been able to see me, but I couldn't come down 7, so I'd go and wait for another group to allow me to join them. Today, our students and young golfers don't have to worry about sneaking on, as we provide free golf for every one of our kids in our program. This eliminates one of the barriers of the great game of golf. Cost, which traditionally is looked at as a rich person's sport, but it's really a sport for everyone. Just like you, Bill, the papers are sticking.
It's the weather.
When I was a kid, I had the opportunity to play on the Roxborough High School golf team. Playing here as our home thing, we won every single match we ever played here because, as you know, this golf. Good hands. Oh, man. So I'm saving a beauty. We never lost here because this place is really, really hard. It's really, really tight, but it's a great place to learn. Having learned here, it enabled me to receive a scholarship at Temple University, where I went on to play golf. My coach is here today. We played today 11 schools call Walnut Lane their home. With this new clubhouse, there'll be a place where kids come to play their matches and probably hang around, do some homework after their match. I returned to the board of directors 7 years ago and realized what a great staff we had. The only thing they needed were the resources to allow them to do their job to the best of their abilities. I'm so proud of the staff, as Matt recognized, as the number 1 chapter in 2022. This is something we all should be proud of, not just the staff, not just the employees, not just the board, but the community itself, because it's not possible to do without everyone. It's funny how word travels. Last week, the CEO of First Tee ran into a friend of mine, and he said, "Oh my God, First Tee Philadelphia, that's the model chapter for First Tee nationally." That's something that I'm sure he doesn't throw around lately, and we should all be proud of that. Walnut Lane is a big part of my life, and I realize even more now what an amazing impact Walnut Lane had on my life. I hope that we're doing at Walnut Lane and First Tee, we give a kid just like me that same opportunity. One of our taglines is not only making better golfers, but better people. Say no more. I've met Bob Allen many times. We really need to thank the city of Philadelphia for all they've done, giving us this opportunity to create a safe haven for kids to come each and every day. They come here, they play for free. The new program that they talked about, feeding kids in the afternoon before they go play golf. They couldn't wait to come back the next day. That's a game changer. When we talk about the Kids on the Hill program in PAL, that started with a group of guys that couldn't do it anymore, and they asked us to take over at PAL, and it's been a huge success. The kids at PAL look forward to coming here every summer. One of the things we didn't talk about was what it means to the community. Each and every day we have first responders, we have police officers, we have military guys. They come and they all play at a discount. People don't understand. Walnut Lane, John F. Byrne, it's part of the community, and the city has entrusted us to continue to make that something really special. We believe what the city has enabled us to do should be a model for other cities around the country to realize that an investment in a property like this could help build community and change the lives of our young people. I'm so proud of the commitment of everyone here today, our board of directors, our advisory board, and the friends of First Tee, and our staff who make it possible each and every day. We know it's not easy. Each and every day, you have new kids, you're teaching them. As Dr. Booker, you know it's not easy teaching young people today. That we can keep these kids engaged as long as we do. I give credit to our staff. Recently, we made a big impact about what we call keeping kids in the program a little longer, and we've been able to do that. This last winter, we did winter programs. Never did that before. Very well received, very well attended. We look forward to 20 more years in this community and achieving our goal of changing one person at a time through this great game we call golf at the First Tee of Greater Philadelphia. Thanks everyone for coming.
Comes as no surprise that our board president, who grew up 320 yards down Magdalena Street, hopped the fence on more than, I'd say, 1,000 occasions. We heard it to play 2 through 6. Had his first job on the grounds crew where he was repeatedly told he was working too fast. Then in the pro shop, where he honed his sales skills before earning his golf scholarship to Temple, where he played under our own John McDonald. These skills he learned within the confines of the Walnut Lane Golf Club helped him embark on a successful business career, which has now put him in a position to repay the favor. Michael Brown is the embodiment of all things First Tee, and who we want our girls and boys to emulate in similar footsteps. It comes as no surprise to me that when Michael rejoined our board and shortly thereafter became our president, that our growth and success happened at an exponential rate. Personally, I could not ask for a better leader to help guide us. There was no one across the 155 First Tee chapters who constantly thinks all things First Tee, every day and every minute, than Michael Brown. Accordingly, it gives the First Tee Board of Directors great pleasure to name this new facility, which will positively impact thousands of children and casual golfers, the Michael Brown Learning Center and Clubhouse. Congratulations to Michael, Beth, the entire Brown family, and his many, 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 many friends who all know how fitting this is. Michael, thank you for giving back so much to help pass the torch to the next generation.
What a great gesture. By the way, this is a great day to have an event like this because we wouldn't want to play golf anyway. I would like to thank my partner here, Nella, who has some final words for us.
We are blessed to have your support and partnership. There are refreshments in the back where we go with our guest speakers to take the groundbreaking photo. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, everyone. Bill, why don't you count? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, there we go. Woo-hoo!
That was fun.